Well, Colorado's governor is calling state lawmakers back for a special session to find a way to close a huge gap in this year's budget.
The governor says they will need to cut hundreds of millions of dollars already allocated to programs and services and then dip into state reserves as well. Last week, state officials estimated a nearly $1 billion shortfall. They lowered the impact to $783 million and updated projections that was released just this week. That is on top of the $1.2 billion in cuts that were already made last session to balance the budget. Those initial cuts due to the rising cost of health care and education and led to extensive cuts to planned spending on some state services. Your reporter Michael Abeyta joins us live from the state capitol tonight. And Michael, today the governor laid out some of his ideas on ways to save the state money.
That's right, Karen. It seems like we were just here, state lawmakers trying to balance the budget, but the governor says he thinks the state can do it this time by raising taxes on corporations.
Our state's fiscal year started on July 1st. Not only was it a balanced budget, it was one that had a taper surplus. And that has all changed with the signature of President Trump.
Wednesday, Governor Polis stood in front of the people of Colorado and announced he's calling state legislators back to work August 21st to fix a nearly $1 billion budget shortfall. He blames the recently passed federal budget bill.
There is a significant loss in revenue, largely from the corporate tax changes that are in this bill.
He says to make up the lost revenue, he's implementing a state hiring freeze, and he wants lawmakers to close tax loopholes for corporations.
This special session is a direct response to cuts that were made by H.R. 1.
State Senator Jeff Bridges is the chair of the Joint Budget Committee and agrees with the governor.
If these corporations are getting massive cuts in other ways, we know that in order to protect K-12 public education, to protect higher ed, public safety, public lands, we have to make sure that we have the resources to do that.
I'm concerned with what he posted in his call about essentially wanting to increase taxes on businesses to solve a problem that he and the other one-party controlled Democrats caused over the course of the last 4 years.
Republican Senator Barb Kirkmeyer is also on the Joint Budget Committee. She says the governor didn't need a special session to fix the budget. He can do it through executive action. And she says it's not the president's bill that's causing a shortfall, it's state spending.
Last March, the chief economist for the state and our director of the Joint Budget Committee, Mr. Harper, put out a document that said we are on an unsustainable path and that we needed to stop spending on those things that are not core functions.
She believes changing tax codes for businesses will discourage companies from investing in the state.
He wants to go back and increase taxes when the federal government said, hey, we're going to give you a tax break.
Now, one thing that Senator Kirkmeyer and the governor agree on is that hiring freeze, although Senator Kirkmeyer says it should have happened way sooner. At the Capitol, Michael Abeyta, covering Colorado First.
All right, Michael, thank you so much.